All I got from last night's game against the Los Angeles Clippers was the LeBron James meme. You know what I'm talking about?
It's about damn time.
It's about damn time. And what's crazy to me is the timing of it, because his hand was forced, not because he genuinely wanted to play the best players that should have been playing, or, you know, building the players that should have been being built. No, because he's being forced because we suck now, and now he's being forced to play these guys. I'm talking about Thomas Bartholomew Thibodeau. I don't know what his real middle name is, but it's Bartholomew until I figure it out. Last night we saw a beautiful game from the New York Knicks as a whole. We saw the young guys playing very well because they were playing. And I'm not giving Tom Thibodeau none of that credit, and neither should you, because like I said, as great as this is, and this was to see last night against the Clippers, it is now the beginning of March going on April, meaning that the season is almost over, and it took this long to get this kind of output from these guys. LeBron James.
It's about damn time.
It is about damn time. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K. Welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, do not forget to like this video. Go subscribe to the other channel, CK, where I live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Gaming content, comedy content, a lot of conversations with you guys. It's another outlet to see yours truly making content if I'm not making it over here. So go subscribe, CK. Link is in the description below. But yeah, man, look, I don't have much to say because we have another game against the Kings tonight, and I want to see how last night carries over. But man, at this point of the season, last night's game was so much fun to watch that it just frustrated me. It frustrated the hell out of me. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but it frustrated the hell out of me because this is something that all of us, at least the majority of us, have been wanting to see all season long. Now, mind you, the Clippers are missing key players in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, but that doesn't matter because the Clippers have been one of the hottest teams in the NBA in their last, 5-6 game winning streak, and we chopped that up in a blowout fashion. We were able to have a 23 point lead and survive till the end of the game. There's a lot of factors in that game in Los Angeles. There's a lot of things that made last night's game show that this team is better than what we were seeing on the court the entire time. Even if we had a similar record, but at least we were playing through this young team and this young core, and the chemistry was building throughout the season. You could see there's no way in hell that there would not have been a different result than what we're seeing right now if they played through these younger guys a lot sooner. I mean, for the last few games, we're seeing Tom Thibodeau immediately go to RJ Barrett to run the offense. We know that Alec Burks is on paper is the point guard for us, but you saw RJ Barrett and Julius Randle in some instances run the offense for us majorly. RJ Barrett, which I feel like has been great for multiple things, because I feel like RJ Barrett set that tone to show the value of Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson outside of now, and it feels like now it's becoming a lot more contagious where now people are starting to feed Mitchell Robinson, but RJ Barrett, you can tell he's always made it a point to get the ball to Mitchell Robinson in the paint. Whether he's going to the basket and does his little scoop off over to Mitchell Robinson, whether it's an alley-oop off of a pick and roll, RJ Barrett always made it a point to make sure that Mitchell Robinson got going. Mitchell Robinson is all as well on a very fire stretch right now. And I feel like it has a lot to do with RJ Barrett starting that bandwagon, because you saw it last night. Julius Randle was looking at Mitchell Robinson more. Alec Burks was looking at Mitchell Robinson a lot more, and that wasn't always the case. I felt like they just treated him as a cleanup guy, which still he was doing his thing. But now when you make him a focal point of this offense, especially in instances where you can dominate the paint like you saw last night, I feel like, you know, you're seeing the team utilize that. There's just a lot of things, and that's just from the starting unit. I mean, RJ Barrett was RJ Barrett. Yeah, he had a little bit of a slow game 2 nights ago, but last night back to form, 24-9, doing what he's supposed to do. But like I said, as a whole, the team looked great. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Tom Thibodeau trusted the younger guys that are supposed to be a part of this team long term. That is a major part of what happened here. Jericho Sims, since he's been inserted into the lineup, Tom Thibodeau even admit that he's been going to Jericho Sims instead of Nerlens Noel, who has been dressed and ready to play. Tom Thibodeau admitted without even admitting it by saying that, you know, Jericho Sims is our better option even over a healthy-ish, even though he's claiming that he's still healing, but he was dressed up and ready to play. Again, not giving him any credit. I'm not giving you credit for this. It is March in this season, and you're now figuring this out. Mark Jackson said it perfectly in this game. He was asked, when you look at the young talent on the New York Knicks, I don't know the other guy's name. I'm sorry, ESPN fans, if he was new to me. But he asked Mark Jackson, when you look at the young talent on the New York Knicks, do you know who is going to be a part of this team long term? Or are you still trying to figure it out? Mark Jackson instantly said, I already know. And if you do not know by this point of the season, then there's a serious problem. And Tom Thibodeau is only now realizing the benefits and the strength of what this team could have been when you played through a lot of these guys. Now, yes, you know, we've been praying and asking for play the young guys. But the thing is, and I've said it on multiple occasions, that it's not just because we want to see the young guys. It's because the young guys are our best option than trying to force Alec Burks to play point guard, trying to force a highly paid Evan Fournier to be a dominant scorer for us, instead of trying to force, you know, Julius Randle, who's highly paid, to play in line. No, you need to play the best players in their positions, whether they are younger, highly paid, whatever the case may be. Miss me with the basketball politics, because I'm looking at the Memphis Grizzlies, where some of the higher paid players are not even getting as much burn as the guys that are more efficient. It goes down the line from a lot of teams. Toronto Raptors. I can go on and on and on. There's so many teams that are understanding you are playing the guys that are ready to play, the guys that are working to play, regardless of their pay. And we're the only team that doesn't understand that, because we got to play our veterans, because they played in the league for long. And I don't care how long you play in the league. If you're not giving me anything from my team right now, then you need to sit your ass down. Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. And it feels like Tom Thibodeau was just trying to force that down Knicks fans' throats the entire season. No pause at this point, because I feel so violated having to watch this damn team all season. So no pause. All I'm trying to say is, as exciting and as fun as last night's game was to watch, just as a Knicks fan, it's frustrating. It's just really frustrating, because I don't understand. I said it a few videos ago. I don't understand why we are the only NBA team that cannot understand how the NBA works. We're just always behind. It doesn't matter which year, which decade. Outside of the 90s, it feels like we're always behind. It is a fast-paced game. You're substituting a lot quicker. Your rotations are different. You're playing small ball in certain instances. You're going through your bigs in other instances. And it feels like with us, it's just like you have this robotic template rotation where, you know, you can be playing a small team that is, you know, doing really well, and we're like, that's nice, we're still going with this, and we get completely destroyed by them. And then also another thing too, recently we're playing quicker, and you're seeing that the result of that is winning. Not only that, but you're seeing the result of that is that when we play quick, we're pretty good. You know what I mean? With our defense alongside the quick play, we're pretty good when we play that way for all 48 minutes. Sometimes we've seen that we only do it for about, 24 of the minutes. But when we play quick all 48 minutes, we're a dominant team. We're pretty solid. I mean, not say dominant, but we're pretty damn solid, and we saw that last night. I'm seeing Emmanuel quickly looking great. His game looked confident, because everybody around them was in their bag. Everybody was playing. Jericho Sims, energy plays. Emmanuel quickly looked good yesterday. Deuce McBride, in his few minutes that he's being played, he is just so fun to watch defensively, and I don't even think we even got to see him offensively at an NBA level, because unfortunately, his leash is very short, so he's not really able to play the way that I'm sure he wants to play. But right now, in the minutes and the moments he's getting, he is showing great stuff, at least defensively. Cam Reddish, don't get me started about Cam Reddish. I had to listen to a lot of you guys saying that I'm overrating Cam Reddish and all that nonsense. I'm like, what are we talking about? I will stand my ground and say, outside of RJ Barrett on this team, Cam Reddish is our best wing option that's not named RJ Barrett. And I have been since the Summer League, been on the Quentin Grimes bandwagon, and I will still say, outside of RJ Barrett, when it comes to an overall game, Cam Reddish is our best option at the wing that's not named RJ Barrett. And I'm not getting off that hill. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I feel like what we saw last night should have been us for the majority of this season. It should have been us for the majority of the season. And what I think is crazy about all this is I think we're going to close out this season, whether not, regardless of wins and losses, the Knicks are going to close out this season playing a better style of basketball, because now Tom Thibodeau is forced to play what is in fact the younger guys, but what is also more than that, the best option for this team, the best players, the best fits for this team in today's NBA, and that's going to result in better looking basketball, wins or losses. And that could be something that can potentially save his coaching stint for another season, unfortunately, because then it's going to look like Tom Thibodeau figured something out. Now what happens next year if he does that for a full season? That's going to be the narrative. And that's crazy to me, because once again, he was forced to do it. He was forced to do this because the way he wanted to do it was not working. And he kept doing it even past its expiration date. But now that he's forced to do something, and now the Knicks are playing at a different rate and a better and a more fun rate, a more efficient rate, led by RJ Barrett, he's probably gonna get props for that. And that's just unfortunate how the NBA goes. I hope I'm wrong, but I just feel like that's what's gonna end up happening, because we're gonna steal some of these games down the line. I don't know. I'm not trying to take away from the fun that last night was. I just genuinely could not come out of that without being frustrated, because this is what we wanted all season long. And I know at least 80 to 88% of you guys are with me on that. Like I said, it's about damn time. What are you guys' thoughts? Am I being too critical of Tom Thibodeau? Do you guys think that I'm being too harsh? Do you guys think that, you know what, it doesn't matter when it happened, it's the fact that it did happen, so Tom Thibodeau should get a pass? Or do you guys agree with me that Tom Thibodeau, you know, should not get the credit for this, because his hand was forced for the team to play the way that the team played? What are your thoughts about everything? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. We got another game tonight, a late one against the Sacramento Kings. I expect the Knicks to continue this type of play that we saw yesterday going into Sacramento tonight, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Make sure if you haven't already, go subscribe to the other channel, CK. Like I said, live stream Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, unless if the Knicks play. And then yeah, be part of the competition. More content over there. You know, you want something different from the Knicks stuff, there's content over there. Go subscribe, support your boy. All right, links in the description below. I'm out of here, y'all. I really hope that we have another good result tonight, but still, Jaden Ivey to the Knicks 2022. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Cold pizza Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new way. I think I like it how it is.